Who's there? Come on out. I know you're there in the forest. I can feel your eyes on me. We can do this the easy way, or... Ah, and what do we have here? A lost little child who wandered too far away from his village. Child? You don't like it when I call you that? But that's what you are, all you humans. You are human, aren't you? So I was right. Tell me, child. Young man, tell me, why are you spying on me? Oh, you were just looking. The sound of my voice drew you here. Well, pray tell, did you at least enjoy yourself, peeping at me from the bushes? It's all right. No need to get bashful. I imagine it's not often that you see a maiden singing and dancing by herself in the woods on nights such as this. Step forth into the glade, young man. You had your fun gazing at me for so long. It's only fair I get to see you better. Yes, you are human indeed. Young, tender, and a handsome face too. Huh. It's nothing. How old are you, little boy? I see. You've only lived for a blink of an eye then, like mayflies in the spring. Come, you must be tired from walking for so long. We can sit together under this old oak tree, if you like. The night is pretty, isn't it? You can see the stars. Do you know of constellations, human? Ah, yes. That is the great archer, with his arrow poised to shoot over the lengths of the heavens themselves. And a little farther to the north, you can see the stag. See all those gleaming stars, dozens of them, just to make its antlers. All those twinkling lights, like tiny blue orbs of celestial fire, ageless and unchanging. You're fortunate to have been born in this part of the world, little boy. There was a time when you could see the stars from everywhere, clear as the rivers that run through this forest. But not anymore. The south of the world is obscured by clouds. The sunlight doesn't break through them. Elves do not go there anymore. Only human ships down by the harbor that set sail at dawn and disappear into the night, never to return. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. I wonder what drives them, those human sailors. Is it the thrill of chasing the unknown? A thirst for adventure? Or just desperation? To do something, anything, in the brief time that you're given in this world? You don't have to answer that. No. Just look up again. Further north. at the very edge of the sky that we can see, just past those mountains in the distance. Do you know that one? That's Ismandiel, the human hero of old. He led the armies of men alongside the elves and dwarves and centaurs during the Great War. Yes, the war before there were any wars. The war against original evil. He sacrificed his life on the obsidian mountains at the bottom of the world. They say he fought so valiantly, he even made the Dark Lord himself bleed. And when he died, the gods swooped down and carried him into the heavens. They turned him into that immortal constellation. And now he overlooks this world, appearing in the dreams of humans to guide and comfort them. Ismandiel, in a language now lost to history, that word meant longing. He longed to make the world a better place, one where you could see the stars from anywhere you looked. You are right. That was a millennia ago. You probably only know him as some mythical hero. I never met the man either, but Father says he was quite real. Emptied half the liquor reserves in the Elven kingdom all on his own. Yes, he was a friend of Father's. One of the few reasons my dad continues to hold out hope for humanity, I think. May I know your name? That's a pretty name. A pretty name for a pretty boy. Or don't you look at me like that. You are pretty. Even more so when you're blushing, like right now. What's that? You'd like for me to tell you my name as well? I suppose that's fair, but I am sorry. That is the one thing I cannot tell you. Why? Because I'm afraid I'll become a real person if I were to give me a name. On nights such as this, many strange things happen in the natural world. It's best if you think of them as a half-remembered dream. A vague face that flashes before your mind's eyes when you're lying in bed, feeling sad and pensive, nothing more. I'm glad that you wish to get to know me better. But there's only so much we can share with each other in one night. Come back? Why would you do that? You are not supposed to be here. These forests are Elven territory. You're far away from your home, human. Please, don't seek me out. This is not fate. It's just a chance encounter. We cannot be friends. It's just not possible. Of course, I'd like to be closer to you. I haven't seen a human in forever, and yet I'm already It doesn't matter. I don't have to complete that. I was going to say, I'm already falling under the impression that we could be more than strangers. We can't. Elves live for eternity. Your kind, on the other hand, Your lives are so fleetingly precious. Don't tell me what I already know. Elves and humans used to live together in harmony, but that was before even when I was born. Before the darkness hidden inside every human heart began to show itself bright as day. It doesn't take an all-powerful Dark Lord to destroy the world. All that's required is for a few evil persons to raise their blades against a wounded animal, and for good people to step aside and do nothing. Even now, all the theft and killing and petty wars over borders between your cities, all those ships migrating south, you have to know what I'm talking about. You humans are drawn to darkness, one way or another. We elves are creatures of light and air, while you turn to metal and fire. There's a reason these woods lie between us. You've never seen a creature as beautiful as me. I do not care about the consequences and just go after what you want, because you won't live long enough to regret it. Oh, what a so very human thing to say. No, little boy. My father would never allow it. He rules over the Elven city, and humans aren't welcomed there. I have already told you more than I should have. I need to leave. No, I must. They'll start looking for me very soon, and I can't have you get into any trouble. Return to your village, human. The night isn't young anymore. Please, please, don't do this. Please don't make me love you. I'm afraid if I stay here any longer, I won't be able to stop myself. Please, don't make me fall for you. It'll only bring us both pain. Because I can't mourn you. Elves, we live forever, and we choose only one partner to accompany us to eternity's end. Losing them would be like losing your reason for living. No elf can carry such a weight on her shoulders. Our worlds are too far apart. I could be gone for a stroll in some far-off orchard, see the flowers and the trees there, hear the birds singing, and then return after an afternoon spent in blissful solitude, only to find I had lost track of time and decades had passed by in the outside world, and your hair had turned white as snow. Yes, you'd somehow just find me and drag me back with you before that happened, wouldn't you? Fine. Here, have this. It's a chain, made of dwarven silver, and the pendant is a stone found only in these woods. It's said it'll glow when you're walking in the dark if the person who gave it to you is thinking of you. Wear it for me. I wish to give you more, but I must go back. On nights such as this, I often come to this glade to sing and dance and think. I hope the pendant will help you find your way to me in the dark. You know, if you look really closely, then at this hour, on the periphery of the western sky, you can see a constellation in the shape of a woman, with pointed ears. They tell stories of a grove where Ismandiel fell in love with an elf, and she too loved him. But their tale only ends in sadness. She's west and he's to the north. He cannot find her no matter how much he searches. What was her name? She didn't give him one either. Maybe they'll tell stories about this glade too one day, where a foolish young man painted so many wonderful pictures of a happy and loving future to an elf. And the foolish elf believed him. Stories to warn children of love that's not meant to be. Stories to keep humans in the warm comfort of their homes and elves in their airy, untouched cities. Nothing but miles and miles of moonlit forests between them. But I don't want them to. I want to remember what it's like to hope. I really do hope that you'll come back on a night such as this.
Hiya, Saki here. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that I was able to bring you some happiness, peace, and comfort. If you want to support me on Twitch, feel free to. I stream about every day. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would make me really happy. You can also find me on Patreon, Discord, or Twitter. Thank you so much for everything you guys do for me. I really appreciate it. Now, take care. Mwah.